Well, hey there. We've been talking a lot lately about the importance of finding a cycle of rest, sort of like what God did after He created the earth and the world in 6 days, and He rested on the seventh. But today, I want to focus on the other 6 days in which we're supposed to work. So welcome to this week's Shabbat Shalom devotional, and I try to share just a little inspiration and bring a little peace to the close of your very busy week. So I want us to look today at Exodus 20, verse 9 and the first part of verse 10. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work. Now, the verse does not say just to rest on the seventh day. The verse says that you're to work for 6 days. You could say God commanded us to work for 6 days and to rest on the seventh. But what exactly is work? Well, let's go back to the creation story that we found in Genesis 2, where God created man and woman. And here in Genesis 2, verse 15, it says, "The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and to take care of it." You know, according to most English translations, they translate the two words here to work and take care of it, or to cultivate and to keep it. Well, in Hebrew, it is avodah u'leshamra. And so there are the word avodah, which means to work, or they translated it some places to cultivate it, to work, la'avdah. Well, that is translated in other verses as work, and it means manual labor. It means working the field, working the soil. But there's another translation, and that is that la'avdah v'leshamra means to worship and obey. Now you might be saying, what? How can the same word for work be the word for worship in other verses? That's very interesting. So let me read to you, like Exodus 8, verse 1 says, "This is what the Lord says, let my people go so that they may worship me." It's also translated in some versions as to serve me. So here in Joshua 24:15 it says, "But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord." So avodah means work, it means worship, and it means to serve. And so Joshua here is saying, I will avodah, I will work and serve and worship the Lord. Now this is a very powerful image, to think that the word for working in the fields is the same word as for worshiping God. And it's the integrated Hebraic view of life, that all of life is meant to worship God. You know, in our Greek mindset, which a lot of us have in the Western world, our Greek mindset divides secular from the sacred. So for us, the sacred is on Sunday when you go to worship, but the secular is on Monday when you go to work. But here we see in the Hebraic mindset, which is the biblical mindset, mind you, all of life is sacred. Our work is to be done unto Him. It's a form of worship where we honor the Lord our God. We serve our families, and we serve our neighbors, and we serve our God. Now, this should change your whole outlook to Monday morning. Let's take a break this weekend and think about how we can use our work to worship God and make it sacred. And with that, I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.